Fuck it, I did that like I owned a car from the 1970s. I'm walking through Walgreens with her, and it dawns on me what we're getting. I said, you know, we put a man on the moon. You think we'd come up with medicine you didn't have to stick in your ass? You know what I mean? I mean, the suppository is the most undignified form of medicine us men have ever created, because you got to stick it in your butt. If I've ever used one, I can't go in like that because my arms are too short, so I got to go in like this. And use a mirror. I don't know if you've ever seen yourself from that angle, but oh my God, are you sure we can't eat these? I ate a goldfish once, it can't be that bad. Make sure you swallow it whole though, because if you chew it, it'll get stuck in the roof of your mouth like peanut butter. Oh, bitch, will you stick the rest of that in my ass? Go ahead. I can't eat the rest of that shit. That's awful. Makes your lips real tiny too. You look like a background singer. And she's standing there in front of the suppository cabinet. They're holding them in Walgreens. I said, well, come on. She said, I don't want to pay for these. I said, well, we're not stealing them. She said, I'm embarrassed. I said, give them to me. And I'm walking to the counter and I stop, get some M&M's, try to cover up what I get. And I set them on the counter to pay for these because I love this woman. I'm trying to save her their embarrassment. And 6 people gather behind her to pay for their shit. And she starts rubbing my shoulder. These are going to make you feel so much better. I said, you better be talking about them M&M's is what you better be talking about. You can't slap your wife in a Walgreens when there's that many people standing in there. That's the kind of woman I married. Try to love her and do the right thing. She'll just break it off with your ass in Walgreens. She's a good person. She was real wild when I met her. She'd jump on you and shit, you know, and you, God damn it, get down. Now she'll lay in front of the recliner and you can pet her and stuff. She's a good woman, though. She's real sweet. I guess sometimes, I reckon. I got some stories I'm going to tell you tonight I ain't told other people. I got to get around to it, though, because there's been some shit going on in my life. I didn't meet my wife like a lot of y'all did, you know, where you court each other for about 3 or 4 weeks, pretend you're somebody you're not, until one of you farts and the other one goes, I think I can take that shit. And then lock arms and head for eternity, you know. I was in a Holiday Inn lounge in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My wife watched me do a show one night for 11 people, and she came up to me afterwards and said, you're hilarious. And I thought to myself, I'm going to tap that ass in about 2 hours. And I'm not an ass tapper. I have no skills. I always just fuck the real drunk girl. I'll fuck you. All right, come on. Oh, let's roll up. You drop your purse. How far do you live from here? You just drive home and feel like shit, you know. Wake up, look at yourself the next morning, make sure everything's all right. And, you know what I mean? That's shitty. That's shitty. There's no way to live. Anyway, this particular night was not like that. This girl, I really liked her. After I got to talking to her, I thought she's real sweet and bubbly, and she's got a great personality and easy disposition and giant titties, which trumped a lot of shit. It turned out later her vagina fit my penis like a glove. You know, and I'd done all my shopping leading up to her. I'd meet other girls. You'd meet one who was really pretty, but a shitty attitude and a wonderful pussy. You're like, I can't deal with that to get to that. It's too much fucking work. Or you'd meet a real sweet one. You're like, but her vagina was just way too big. You're like, I can't. I gotta do this. And I can never work. I put my whole self in. I put my whole self in. I put my whole self in. And I shake me all out. I do the huggy pokey. And, you know, it's just too much, you know. But when you find the right one, you're like, fuck, I may not do better than this. This girl has it all. It's like Rodney Carrington, deal or no deal. You're like, fuck, talk to your buddy. What do you think? She got an easy disposition, big titties, and good pussy. Bang! We're going to take that. And you're excited and happy. And you get home with your prize and pay all the tax on it. It's about half of what you fucking thought it was. That's right. I'd never lived with a woman for any length of time. A lot of you probably didn't either. You ever walk up on a cat? That happens 5 to 7 days out of the month in my house, and we don't have a cat. I sympathize, though. If I had a spot on my body that bled for no apparent reason, I had to carry around a wound kit, some gauze pads, and Neosporin and doctor myself, I'd probably be pissy too. I feel dirty. Sitting in a Chili's trying to order, shit, I'm bleeding, get me a tea, I'll be back. I wouldn't make it as a woman. It'd take about 2 weeks of that and I'd just sew my shit shut. I'd just have a hairy little bump down there. I'd just be a good helper. I could help you load a toolbox or make you some biscuits, but if you wanted some pussy, you'd have to fuck the dog. Unless I could get used to taking it in the ass, and I doubt that ever happened. If I can't take a little suppository that big, what makes you think I could take something that long, that big around? Get the fuck out of me. I don't even love you anymore. Physically, we're changing at a rapid rate, my wife and I. A little faster than I thought, you know. If it ain't happened to you yet, it will. One day, overnight, your spouse will hop out of the shower and you'll go, what the fuck? Somebody sprinkled Miracle Grow in your ass and I didn't approve that surface color. And you got choices to make. You can get used to your brand new fat ass, which is the proper choice, or you can run like hell. That ain't gonna get you anywhere. You're no fucking prize either. You can't see your dick when you lay down naked. Unless it's half hard picking over your stomach. Hey! Then you start realizing that relationship you got's headed towards true love and companionship and a hell of a lot of fucking board games. Because the day's coming when you're going to get so disgusting to one another, you're just going to look at each other and go, you just want to get dressed and go eat something? I'll see you at the car. I told my wife I was still somewhat attracted to one another. I'd like to do it a little more often. She says shit to me like, well, I wanted to do it the other night, but you didn't. Well, where the fuck was I at? When my foot touched your foot. Was my foot supposed to tap my dick on the shoulder? What in the hell kind of hint is that? You crawled into bed in pawpaw pajamas buttoned all the way up to your neck. You look like a boy. You look like a boy. How am I going to get excited when you're looking like a boy? Try. Take your shirt off. Get into bed. Send up a fucking flare. I can't tell if your foot touches my fucking foot. You want some dick. I can tell.